All right, we're back. Craig's got 2 shots here. Daniel's jumped off the table, as you're probably watching. And as you see, Daniel with the double chance. So, Craig's just, I think the only problem is, if there's any problem, is just his transition from his second last to his last ball.
Yeah, look, it looks like it's still
he's
on,
got
though,
plenty
if
of
you get the gap.
Yeah, he's got plenty of room, but if he lands awkward on it, it might be touchy.
My head's just a fraction too big for these microphones too, by the way.
I would have thought that.
I do have
just
a decent
personally.
size head.
See, well, he's.
Look, I'm no Jake McCartney head size wise, but
exactly
it is
right.
pretty big.
And I don't think he's landed on that. He hasn't total snooker. Now that's what I mean about. He had a fair gap to get into, but it wasn't as easy as it looked.
I was supposed to be the tournament referee, but Joel's taken over the job there, so get him into work.
So just having a look to see whether this is total or not. It's tricky, and it's a big difference if it is total because Patrick's just been called in. So you're going to see the big man on the TV. Here he is. Get in amongst them, Pato. Have a look at that for a head. Hey? Loves it. So he's just having a look now. It's a bit, I don't know, but to me, there's a big difference in whether this is total or not because obviously if he has to come off that back rail, he's a big chance not to get on it. It's given not total. So we've got a bit of discussion here. So we're just going to grab a white ball and so just getting a white ball. Just to see, I think it's whether or not he's just going to nick the black. So we're just having a look now to see whether or not. I think the damage is to see whether he's going to hit the black. So there's a bit of controversy. I wouldn't call it controversy, actually. Just a bit of a discussion. So I'm not sure of the call. I think it's not total, but not 100%. He's going to try and swerve anyway. Look, shouldn't have made a difference with the shot he played anyway. I don't think anyway, but
he didn't like it.
He did. It's. Yeah, but I think coming up the Anyway, Patrick will be able to explain to the viewers what happened there. I can only...
Look, we'll just test putting the white there to see if he believed he could hit the white full ball.
Yep.
Because if he could hit the white full ball, it was determined that because the black was behind the red, he would hit the red first.
Yep.
And I definitely believe that he could hit the white full ball. They still weren't really convinced.
Yep.
But they left the decision to me, and my decision was no
well,
total.
you're tournament director, so that's what you got. That's what you're there for. And
Craig wasn't real happy about it, but you can't keep everyone happy.
Exactly right. You've always got two sides to it, so. But anyway, back to the frame, and Daniel, I think, still has two shots. She's just gonna, nice and easy, just screw back down past the red, and just probably want to drop this yellow in one. What do you reckon, Pato? Just drop the yellow in, or you're...
Yeah, I'd drop the yellow in, leave yourself two shots on the black.
Even if you...
Well, it's not the end of the world that doesn't go in, but I think you'd rather be playing the black with two, but...
Yeah.
Oh.
Now that gets re-spotted because...
I don't think it really matters that much, guys.
The ball, I'm pretty sure it was pretty much right over the middle of the pocket.
Yeah, so you want to just put him off a fraction.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He's just got to play this one nice and easy into the pocket.
Daniel being a snooker player, he doesn't miss too many of those balls.
No, he,
I don't know what Daniel actually just said to him then, but to Craig.
No, I don't think he got an answer either.
No, he didn't get much out of him.
Anyway, back to the game. Got another visitor here, Matty McKenzie, come over to say hello. So Craig's break, 1-0 to Daniel. Who's potted one of each off the break. It's not a real open break. It's definitely.
Well, I think the yellows are probably a little bit better, but there's no real standout opener. So
no, and even you know, that cluster over on the right hand side's pretty tricky. There's obviously a yellow to get it out, but there's no guarantee you're going to knock it out into clear. And the black on the rail as well, so probably take the yellows.
Haven't seen him nominate. He must have, though.
Obviously
Daniel
nominated.
hasn't said anything, but
I think he's actually opened the frame up for Daniel.
Yeah, definitely. Daniel's sort of only really got to play one really good shot to open this right up.
Exactly right. I actually would have been, I think he could have actually cut the ball into the middle and gone into them.
So I think you'll be just dropping this one in and dropping the other one sort of closest to him.
Yep.
No, he's going to play this straight away.
No, I'd be playing this one now.
This red looks like it might go, actually.
Yeah,
I didn't
because
think it went.
then you use this red down the bottom to get up onto that.
Yeah,
onto the top.
I actually didn't think this went, Ben. I thought he was going to use the ball that he just potted then to sort of get a kiss. Yeah. But I didn't realise that this went, and I'm sitting right behind it. It definitely does go.
Even in or over is probably good enough, but Daniel will pot it. And I honestly don't think...
A little bit tricky, second last red to last red transition.
Yep, that's right.
If he can get...
Well, he's kissed that, which sort of he wanted to miss that.
Do you think he'll be screwing side rail back out to the middle of the table, or do you think maybe a bit of right-hand side, top right-hand?
I think he might screw it across.
Sideways.
Daniel's a snooker player, so that's an easy pot for him.
Still not the best. He's going to have to, I think,
Go up and down. Yep.
Look, and the other positive for him is that if he can get the black right over the pocket,
yeah, he's still in pretty good
massive
condition.
Yeah.
I think he's playing bottom right-hand side.
Yeah,
he's played a nice shot there. That's a great shot. Basically, in or over, as they say. You'd much rather see it in.
He's missed it.
And he's hung it over pretty well.
He has hung it over well, but
that's a good shot.
He's still in the frame, isn't he? You know.
Oh, exactly right. If you've got a shot, you're a chance. It's as simple as that. What do you
think? I think he'll be using the ball closest to the left-hand side of the table, and leaving the white ball somewhere near the balk line.
Yeah.
On that side rail. Yeah. It doesn't look like he's just looking at that now. I think where the white has to go to, where he can pot it.
You don't want to leave him a straight across the table. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just to knock it, just because you touch the black and it's in. So, what else he's got to do is he's got to worry about where the yellow ball goes to. Like, the one thing he doesn't want is to accidentally double it into the other middle, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think he's playing anywhere near that hard.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
He's nearly on that
underneath. I reckon he can nearly get it. Just from the camera angle.
That's why I thought it had to be a little bit closer.
I was thinking up near the balk line. I reckon he can hit that. Great shot. Yeah, that's the only thing I was thinking about that shot, because I was assuming that he was going to hit it quite a bit firmer, and which meant the yellow was going towards the other middle pocket. And because he didn't put enough on it and just left Daniel on the black. So Daniel off to a 2-love lead, and I think
the thing for Craig is
if he makes the same mistakes like he did against Peter, Daniel will punish him.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the hard part for Craig now as well is that he's looking down the barrel at 2-0 down, but not only that, if he does come back and win, he's still got to beat him again.
Exactly right. So
it's not easy.
But we'll see what happens in the next couple of frames. This is a vital frame here. This could be not a match-winning frame, but this could be a real boost if to Daniel. And he's potted a red off the break, and the red's pretty good. So he's just tried to cut that ball over and cut the red over the pocket, and hasn't quite hit it, but so we've got Craig here. I think he's going to try and take this pocket. So he's given Daniel 2. That's not a bad shot, but I don't think he's actually covered the black. I actually think the black will sit in behind that red. The yellow, sorry, off the jaw. So Daniel's got 2 shots. He's got a tricky. He's got a tricky red in the middle.
I'll tell you what, if this goes underneath the yellow now...
If this goes... Well, the red, you think...
Sorry, if this goes underneath the yellow now...
Yeah.
This red that he's looking at...
Well, I don't think you need to, Patrick, because the black goes underneath it.
Yeah, but if you can get this now, Ben, then you can kiss into the red near the middle pocket and get that out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like that. That's fine.
all right, he's still got 2 shots.
Yeah,
still got another shot. So it's actually finished all right, because he'll just run through now.
If that had gone in and kissed the yellow out, it would have been all over, you know.
Yeah, well, even if it didn't kiss the yellow out, he still would have had 2 shots. So
Geez, I'm a little bit surprised that he would come.
Played that.
That he would come down for this one next. I don't see why you wouldn't leave that one to last.
Yeah, that's right. I think.
I think if you run through there,
I agree with you there, and play the top one in the middle and use the middle to just to float down.
And then you can do a number of things. You can try and kiss the black. You can maybe play the black off the yellow in the middle.
Exactly right. I think Craig will try and go game now. I think he needs to make a statement for himself to see what's happening, and just nudge that one off nice. Just take the yellow in the corner, sorry.
Yellow in the same corner.
Yeah, and then ABC from here. Sorry if I sound a bit distracted. I'm commentating by myself at the moment. Patrick's waving around and
trying to get the attention of someone across the other room.
Yeah, which is unsuccessful.
Not working.
I think it's pretty straightforward here for Craig,
definitely.
but
top rail.
Yeah, just bumped out nicely. Look, he'd love to be straighter on this, but I don't think it'll be a problem.
Another 6
3 inches, even 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah, but he's going to play this one now.
Take the one now, just come out with a little bit of right-hand side. Beautiful.
Again, he's run a little bit far.
That's all right,
I think he might just jack up, play the outside one, and then play this one back in the corner.
Yeah, I think he might, but it might be more angle than we think on that, Patrick. Because I think he might jacky up the inside one and play the outside one up the top. Either way, he'll play either one of those 2 shots. Yeah, he's playing the outside one.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
That's
good
nice.
jacky up, and he'll pot this.
Well controlled.
He'll pot this, and definitely needed to win that frame to get him back into the match.
Daniel will be a little bit annoyed with himself, I think, because it was half a chance there.
He will have thought he should have won that frame off the break, but if not, definitely should have potted out with the when he had the 2 shots. But 2-1 now to Daniel with Craig to break. I think there's something about whether or not he nominated, but don't think it mattered because Craig gave him 2 shots straight away anyway by taking that pocket. So
Craig to break, 2-1 to Daniel. Another nice spread there from Craig, but again, nothing down. So.
Nothing down again, so I think Daniel will take the reds and he'll use the yellow to pot the red.
100%, yeah, I agree with you.
I
make
think
that
he'll
shot
probably
first,
go game.
A big chance of going out.
Big chance of going out.
I mean, you don't have to because you can get on that red. You know, if you get
By
sort
itself,
of to the side rail or whatever, you will get on it.
I think,
I think it's a perfect opening.
Getting rid of it straight away just makes that pot out so much easier.
Absolutely.
All the other balls go down the bottom and into the middle, so it's just he's going to take the one over the centre first and then cut the one in. So he's just finished nice on that one up the top, beautiful. And then he's just got the one off in the middle after it. So
I think he might even use the yellow to hold here. Just he's going to cut into it thin, go straight into the yellow, hit a full ball. Oh no, it's thinner than that. It's even thinner.
Yeah.
So.
Which either way it was good.
He's played that
either way, you're probably getting the same angle. So he'll just float down, and he might probably want to take the yellow closer to the black into the middle.
The red,
The red, sorry. Which is, that's what he'll do now, because that makes the transition a lot easier. Because then he'll take the bottom one in the corner.
Angle here.
No, he'll screw for the red near there, and then you screw back that one, and then black in the middle.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, absolutely. So now
actually, you might even screw in between the gap now.
Yeah, I think so.
Screw in between
the gap. And then you can take your choice whether you go corner or...
Yep. He hasn't played that. He might be still all right. I'm not 100% sure. But what he might have to do is...
even now go gap between red and black again, you know. if he's got too much angle.
Yeah, it was a lazy shot, I think.
It was a little bit.
He didn't, because that was one of the things. If he went a little bit further than he needed to, he would have been all right, because he could have played the other ball. So,
oh yeah,
that's a great shot from Daniel. That's a great shot.
Thinner than I thought as well.
That was a really good shot, because we thought it was crashing into the yellow.
Absolutely.
Well, I did. And he'll just drop this in and pot the black in the bottom left-hand corner, I think, depending on the angle.
Same thing. It's hard to tell from here, but the angle.
It is. Either that, or if he comes too far, he can pot it in the middle. So
I don't even mind screwing if you've got that angle, screwing to the left side of the black and taking in the same middle.
Yeah. I think don't know whether he's jacking up or not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. So this is pretty simple. Just screw back.
Oh, he's even gone into the black, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
I think just a little
more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, that's it.
And that was the thing with that break, Craig, a little bit stiff that didn't get a ball. And that's 3-1 to Daniel. It's just hurts you this game. If you can't get a ball off the break, and especially if you're splitting them nice, it just really can be killer.
And with the threat of going too early, he's got 1 foot on the plane. Daniel. So
exactly right.
He's playing well. Deserves to be in the final.
He's been playing well all day. He's but don't get me wrong. He's had a couple of
hairy moments.
Well, you could say hairy moments, but you know, like he's won He won 3 matches in a row, 5-4.
Absolutely.
You know, but one of those matches he came from 4-2 down.
Yep.
And
it says a bit about his character, you know,
exactly
like those deciding frames aren't easy, you know, to win 3 of them in a row.
And even at 4-all, when he broke and potted out against Kyle, like that's Daniel. For anyone that doesn't know Daniel's a extremely good snooker player. Has been in the past, I know, ranked in the top 10 in the country.
Yep.
As high as 7, I think, 6 or 7.
Possibly, I'm not 100% sure. I know
plus
he made
also,
the final of Oceania.
He played in the final of Oceania and was supposed to represent Australia.
No, he did. He went over
He did represent?
To maybe
India? India, I think
maybe
he went.
It was India.
So, you know, like, Daniel's a very, very capable potter, and I'll even go to say he might even go game here.
Yeah, definitely.
If he can come out for this red on the rail straight, which he's pretty much done. He's
I think you're dribbling this one, using the angle to come out to the middle of the table.
Yep, exactly right.
And as long as you get on that ball, it looks perfect, because you need to be on that red with a little bit of angle to screw over for the black.
Exactly right.
It looks perfect. Yeah, I think you'll be running through here, back out to somewhere near the blue spot.
Yep. And then, leaving himself a little bit angled just to screw over. He's played that perfect, so he just wants to basically leave the white where the red is.
I'm not sure about the angle, but I think he might just nudge into the yellow just fractionally.
Yeah, maybe.
He may not have to, but...
I mean, there's a lot of danger in this shot too, because you only have to underhit it by a fraction and you clip the edge of that yellow and you got nothing. But Daniel's pace all day has been pretty good. He can screw back to and use the rail to come back for the black.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's a safer option.
That's what he's doing, I think.
Your potting ability, like he's an absolute machine when it comes to potting. Like he backs himself. He knows what he's capable of doing, and where maybe me and you, Patrick, might have went for that gap to make it a bit easier.
Yeah.
Sometimes it brings you unstuck.
I think with Daniel too, like he's beaten some very good players as well in his time.
Definitely,
like,
that's a great shot from Daniel. He's really seeing the ball well now.
I know he made
Craig really hasn't had a look in these last couple of frames. Daniel's made the last four at Geelong a couple of times, I think.
Well, one year I know he beat the organiser of the Western National, Ron Kelly, in the last 8 to
he
make
did
the last 4.
Yep, and then lost to, I think he lost to Ben Noonan.
Yeah, pretty sure it was
Ben Noonan beat Paul Hancock.
Correct.
Because another friend of ours, Dave Krasick, was also in the semi that year and lost to Paul
yeah.
Hancock. So it was a good year for Geelong that year. But
look, Thorpe now on the hill.
Look, the match is a long way from over. Well, I wouldn't say it's a long way from over, but Craig has to run a couple of racks.
He's come up dry, and the Reds are looking really nice here. So,
and I think if you ask Daniel what his favourite colour was at the moment, you're not going to hear yellow, because
if he can screw back here to sort of somewhere near the left-hand middle pocket and play that train, I think he's. I don't
think he needs to be honest.
He may not need to. He may not need to, but
because I think you can pot that left-hand one in the pocket, and then you can use the ball that's on the rail to get back up for the other one.
True. Yeah, you're right.
So, because it is a dangerous train, that one.
It is.
But in saying that too, if he did miss, it would tie up a couple of Craig's balls.
Yeah, so, for sure.
I mean, like that last couple of pot outs, there's always more than one way to skin a cat, and Daniel's put on a pretty good show in the final so far. Craig's, I remember Craig's been playing now for probably 7, 8 hours straight.
Absolutely.
So, as we said before, fatigue's going to set in, and Daniel's probably had the last 3 hours off.
A little bit lucky.
He's got a bit of a kiss there, but
he didn't mean to.
No, I don't think he did.
And not only that, now he's opened it up so that red near the yellow on the cushion
actually
goes without moving that red. So I think you'll find him getting there as soon as possible.
Oh yeah.
Maybe even now.
No, he's just going to come out for the one in the. That's a really good shot, because I think now what he can do is he can play the one in the middle with a lot of top and spring off the rail and get over that way.
Yeah, possibly.
But see, the other thing too is he might leave it for last.
He's got options.
I don't think he will, but he might leave it for last. Another thing he can do is, I think he can pot this one over on the right-hand side now. He can screw straight back now, and
if he can screw back somewhere near the red that his sort of face is closest to, sorry, the yellow, yeah, like that.
That's a beautiful shot. Well, yeah, he's just.
No,
I think he's going to have to put something on this.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think he's got enough angle just to run through, and he'll be fat on the red.
I think it's a bit straighter than you think, Patrick. I think he's going to have to punch this in.
He is playing a little bit of.
He's going to have to punch this in. Just noticed with, and that was the difference. I honestly think, Patrick, it was a bit straighter than you think.
Yeah, it must have been, because it didn't look that straight from here, but.
Because I know for a fact Daniel wouldn't have done that unless he had to.
Yep, you're right.
I think he'd actually just not quite gone that far enough.
Yep.
To make it a nice, easy roll in. And, you know, these tables aren't huge pockets, but they're not tight either.
Yep.
But if you do miss them at that pace,
oh dear,
they're going to miss. I think Craig's... been a bit cold too.
Yeah,
hasn't been to the table. Hasn't been to the table for 10 or 15 minutes.
It'll be interesting to see now if Daniel can pot this ball over the pocket and get back up for the red.
Yeah, I think he's just going to have to pot it with a lot of right-hand side. And
possibly
not without the top though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you don't get that curvature of the white ball. So I think maybe he's trying to look for the double.
No. He's trying. I'll tell you what he's trying to do. He's trying to look if he plays it with the left-hand side, if he can avoid kissing the yellow sort of closest to the right-hand pocket. So he's going to go 2 rails back up to that somewhere near the middle pocket.
Okay.
That's what he's looking at, definitely. But he's kissed the yellow. He's nearly got a big result anyway.
But you know, that's where a little bit of luck's gone his way. I mean, he's got to have a go at the double into the bottom right hand, bottom right hand pocket. And I actually think if he plays it with a bit of top left hand side, he'll actually kiss off the yellow to get back on the black. Because at your natural angle, it's going to go away from the black. But I think with the yellow there,
get in.
Yeah,
great shot from Daniel there.
I thought that was going in because as soon as I heard someone say great shot, they were straight behind that.
Yeah, it was halfway to the pocket and they said
and
great
they were
shot.
saying great shot. So even
still
though
not easy here because the other thing is with this fine nick in the middle is that he
taking into play that
bottom, yellow over the pocket.
Yeah, or the bottom pocket. Yeah, it's either it might be fine enough. I think he might be able to either play this fine enough.
He's played the double on this one. I think he might have even been a little bit worried. To me, it looked like perfect angle to double the wide into the rail and cut that yellow over the pocket. But
yeah, I thought a bit of check side might. You know
hard though when you're playing when you're that far away from the black ball to play with check.
Yeah, true.
When you got to play it that fine, you know. So
yeah. So Craig's got a bit of a chance now. Really needs to capitalise here.
Daniel's just asked what the score is, just double checking them. He's got a little bit of breathing room at 4-1, but definitely would have liked to have finished the job now.
Exactly right. Craig's just got to make the pot out here, and
do you think he might play the snooker now, Ben? Because he's not really perfect on it.
I don't think. Look, to be honest, if he plays a snooker here, I think it's a bit too easy to get out of, Patrick.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any value in it because you're giving him a chance to have a crack to jag it. I just don't see the value in that. All of his balls, he hasn't got a ball closer than 6 inches to a cushion. So, and if the train isn't on in the middle, the outside yellow goes up the top. So
absolutely,
he plays this one now and lands, sort of foot off that side rail, like that. A little bit far, but he's got another chance now to get on it. So all he's got to do is...
Steve Jamison's just sent me a message, who actually was first reserve for this tournament. Would have had the spot.
Got rank pulled on him.
But, yeah, got rank pulled by the missus, said he couldn't play. So that was a shame.
Spent 4 days in Geelong last weekend. And
would have been nice to see you, mate. But he did say fair effort, Craig, on 2 hours sleep. So maybe the tiredness is just starting to catch up to him now. So
yeah. I don't... that train must be on in the middle because
it's got to be.
I can't see the shot otherwise. It's very hard ball to get on. No, maybe it isn't because he's just played a...
poor shot. He's played a poor shot is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to snooker him too because he's going to have to get bottom onto it without miscuing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a tough shot. I think maybe he's going to try and jacky into it and try and screw that way. I'll tell you what though.
No good.
No good, and he's left Daniel on the black. Bit unlucky. He tried to get on it, and it looks like Daniel Thorp's on his way to Perth.
And that's it, folks.
That's it. Daniel Thorp, the Geelong satellite winner. Victoria number 2, off to Perth.
Joins Jamie Stevens in the second round.
And bad luck to Craig Stevens. Thank you very much to Dan Lynch for coming down to Geelong to put the footage on onto CueballTV. And
now, just before we do go, Ben, Craig Stevens did hit me up yesterday for a money game, which we were supposed to be playing tomorrow night. I wonder if he's any chance now, because he's a bit tired, but I might just go and see if he's keen to play now, I reckon.
I reckon you're 100 to 1, Paddo. But if you're not,
see how we go.
If he's on, I'll have 100 of it. Is that on camera? Is that finished?